there's so much more to assessing behavioral issues in kids than most people realize. So let's say you go to the psychologist, and the psychologist does their thing and comes back with, hey, it's a nonverbal learning disability. What does that mean? It's a nonverbal learning disability. So it's not about what we're hearing, it's about what we're seeing or misperceiving through our eyes. Well, it's not necessarily the apparatus of the eyes. It's how we take that information in and how our brain processes what's coming through our eyes. Similarly, your ears, your hearing can be tested out well, yet you can have an auditory processing disorder. You're unable to filter out all the other noises to attend to the specific auditory stimulus, the teacher talking, that you're supposed to. So the apparatus may work, the ears, they get tested well, but something happens in the brain that can't sort out and differentiate the stimuli. This all has a profound impact on behavior. If I'm not seeing things for as they are, or I can't figure it out, yet the eyes work, if I can't discriminate between what I should be listening to and not, and get distracted from other noises, but the apparatus works, then I may have to see other professionals. It may be an audiologist. It may be an optometrist, a visual specialist. But in both these cases, we want to see someone who has additional expertise. They're looking beyond the apparatus. They are looking at the apparatus, the ears, the eyes. But now they're also trying to determine, how is our brain managing that information as it comes in? You know, computer analogy. I can type, but what shows up on the screen isn't what I've typed. It's getting into the computer, but it's coming out wonky. All this impacts behavior. So if your son or daughter is having a problem with behavior, and you're hearing these fancy labels, we want to get underneath the label to figure out, is there some way we can help this child's brain to learn to either overcome or compensate or work with, or are there things that we must do in the environment to facilitate this child's brain as it is, so that they can more reasonably determine how to interpret that stimuli appropriately. So we want to look beyond the apparatus to brain and how information is taken in and how we understand that information. And when we do that, then maybe this isn't a bad child. Maybe this is a child that has a particular learning need that, when addressed, and when the child comes to understand it themselves, maybe they can now succeed. Maybe they can feel better about themselves. Maybe they can advocate for their need in a classroom. So I just wanted to bring to people's attention that we got to look beyond the label. We have to understand brain function. We have to reach out to those experts who can help us better understand what might be going on for a particular child. I'm Gary Derenfeld. I'm a social worker talking about brain stuff. Why? Because all this stuff comes out in social interaction. So you have to be aware of it. www.yoursocialworker.com. Bye now.